Hey everybody, we're live from the top of the weather lookout station here in Ogasawara, Chichijima, which is an island 1,000 kilometers away from the city of Tokyo. And I'm here at a rather disappointing sunset viewing. I'm trying to film this for the main channel, and this is the best that we can do. Hey everybody, I see a lot of people coming in. There's Nathaniel and Shorty. Thanks for chatting. Hey, there's Funky Monkey. It's a spectacular view from the weather station here, but the problem is that the sun is behind a lot of clouds, and I'm trying to do a time lapse for the main channel. I don't know if I'm going to use it, so I thought I would at least share with you the view from the Pacific, since we have an amazing. There I'm trying to record but it's a rather disappointing sunset, although the colors might change a little bit. Yeah, behind me there's a bunch of people. There's a bunch of people you can see behind me. A lot of people come to this place to look out at the sunset and the sunrise. Sunrise is on the other side, by the way, but the sunset here is supposed to be very famous, but we're not going to get a chance to see that. I'll have to be back here tomorrow. It was quite a hike. It took me about 15 minutes to hike up the 1.2 kilometer trail, but it's definitely worth it. And we have these amazing long views. Hey guys, it's nice to see everybody here. This is Ogasawara. This is the view from the weather station for those that are joining us. And I can't fly my drone here, but you don't really need to when you have a view like this, looking down at the sea crashing down at the rocks. And when you see the ocean crash down and there's a little bit of turbulence to the water, you can see how blue the water is, can't you? You see that Bowen, they call it Bowen, it's the Bowen Island, so they call it Bowen Blue. Bonin Blue. I always call it Ogasawara, which is the official name, but even with very limited sunlight and with the sun having already set, you still get this really beautiful color out here. And it's just impressive how nice the view is, even on a cloudy day. And a typhoon has just rolled through here, so you would think we'd have really clear views, but I guess it's going to be better tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a very long filming day where I start at about 6 a.m. and try to film everything. You can see the clouds up there moving really fast. They're low here in the Pacific. There aren't really that many islands around here. We're definitely far from the mainland, 1,000 kilometers from Tokyo, but out here, this is what it's like. This reminds me when I was on Easter Island about 18 years ago. I stayed there for 10 days on Easter Island, Rapa Nui we call it. You know, the locals, not a local, but Rapa Nui had amazing long views of the South Pacific, and here we have views of the North Pacific that just are endless. And you can look for, first of all, it's amazing that we even have a signal to live stream, but we can look for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kilometers, if not 1,000 kilometers maybe it feels like, and there's nothing there. And that empty space is just, it's amazing to me. Yeah, 18 years ago I was on Easter Island. Before it was trendy to go to Easter Island, I was there. Let me take you onto the other side here. Here you go. So we have another view. This is Chichijima, the West Island. There's the East Island, sorry, I always get that messed up. It's a pretty view. Even with the sunset and we have a low light condition, it still looks really beautiful. And I think I can stream for another 5 or 6 minutes and share this before it gets too dark. I gotta make a long walk home through the dark though, because I didn't come here by car. I came here on foot, which is crazy. And if you look down here, you can see along the coast. If I had a drone, I would fly it here and take you all along the coast, but I'm going to try to do that for the main episode tomorrow. I'm going to try to fly the drone in a couple of really neat spots. So Armanillo one says, get an Uber. Yeah, you know what? What do you think? I don't think there's Uber here. There aren't any taxis. You can hitchhike. It's pretty local. All these people that are here, most of them, I'd say all of them are tourists coming here to look at this view for the first time. You do have an amazing amount of well, you can come here to watch the whales, believe it or not. From here, they will, in season, they'll be crossing through this area, and you'll see the whales even jumping out of the water, so you can see them from this point. Just we're not in that season, so I could stand here, maybe one or two that are lost at sea might jump, but for the most part, this is out of season. But we have different kinds of we have the blow, where, hey Sasha, thanks, I think I will. There's the blow, where you'll see water sprouting out of the water, the spy hop, where the whale is kind of like just peeking out to look around. They got personalities. The head slap. This is kind of cool. The flipper slap, or the peck slap, depends how they're working out. The tail slap, they're angry at the world. That's what I would do. The fluke up and down. All right, that looks like fun. And then the breach, which is the all out, how I swim in the pool and hurt my back every time, back flop. Another, or for whales, called breach. It's pretty cool that they have this thing explaining what you'll see out there, because believe it or not, you will see this from this point in season, and it's just not the season. It's not even the sunset season. We have an awful sunset today, but I'm hoping if we stick around for another 5 minutes, we might get some color. But I don't think we're gonna be that lucky. The clouds are moving really fast. Hey Kay. Hey Tanya, I apologize that it's not a better view. This is the best we could do, but I wrote in the title, try one, so we're gonna give it another try tomorrow. If the weather's clear, we're gonna have an outstanding sunset. But this makes for a pretty good story. And once again, for those who are joining us now, I can show you down there, this is the sea crashing onto the rocks here at Chichijima. It's just, even with low light, it's pretty stunning. And I'm gonna try to get here earlier tomorrow and bring you another view from this platform. A lot of people come here to take pictures, and in this light, I guess it's a different, each time during the day, different times during the day give you a different sense of what the island is, I think. This is a low light situation, so it's not gonna be really light, but this is pretty representative of the light that I'm seeing right now. So the iPhone 7 Plus is doing a pretty good job of bringing you what I see. It's getting darker. I'm gonna stay here for another 5 minutes to see if we can get some color out of the sunset. So if you guys want to stick with me, I'd appreciate the company. But if you don't, I have a crowd of people behind me, so we'll be okay. I've got a long walk through the dark to get back though. If you just stand here in one spot and not move, you can really see the clouds. How low they are, or maybe how high I am compared to them, and it's almost feels like it's eye level, these clouds moving. But once again, we're looking to the north. I believe this is this is looking towards Japan, I believe, 1,000 kilometers away. Just nothing out there. I'm looking for SOSs or some stranded scuba divers. If you see anything that I don't see, raise your hand and let me know. I will call the authorities. Right now we're on the lookout. We can call this the lighthouse mode, where we just pan across the entire Pacific looking for stranded somebodies. Now in the middle, that's just a rock. That's not anything. That's not somebody stranded out there. I saw that movie called Open Water, where scuba divers were trapped in the sea for a few days, and one of them got eaten by a shark, I think. I don't even know if that's a true story, but it was pretty scary. That scared my wife into not wanting to scuba dive for 6 months. And then when she forgot about it, I brought up the movie right before we went scuba diving, and she almost she almost didn't want to go again. So don't quote from that movie ever before you go scuba diving to beginners. Percy writes in about drone use. This is a national heritage site, so you need to have permission to use the drone, and there are some agents or people that you can contact to help you with that. I have a map of where you can't use the drones, but even with that, it was encouraged that I contact some of the people that are authorized to allowed for drone use. It's a really nice view here. Hey, Chicken on Biscuits is here. John, greetings, sir. You've been rocking the live streams lately. Thanks, brother. You inspired me to stream. Hit 40,000 views in my kayak. Awesome. Congratulations on that. That's great. You know, I think if you make a live stream and you use a gimbal and you add in a lot of useful information, even though it's a live stream, it's not edited. It can be useful for people. And the fact that you can get the content out fast means that we're basically like news services. We're getting things out to people quickly and at pretty good quality. I think this might even be HD. I'm not sure what the playback is going to look like, but we have blazing fast. Yes. Hi. Hi.
行こうっていう話になってて、よかったら今日
ああ、してる。そのスーパーの近くのところじゃない？
ああ、そうなんですか。
ああ、
どうですか？
まだ行ったことないけど。
今日一緒に行きましょうか。
ああ、OK。じゃあ行きましょう。うん。イ
今日の夕飯後に行こうっていう話なんで。
いいですか？ Hello. So they're going to an izakaya later, so I'll see them at that's the bar でしょ？バーizakaya。
居酒屋。
あ、どこだ？RIP なんとかレストランの隣じゃない？知らないよね。あ、OK。いつ行きますか？今？
いや、夕飯。
After dinner?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, I'll see you guys there after dinner.
Yeah.
What time? 何時でもいいよ。今何時？ 6時？6時？多分一回ホテル戻って7時半ぐらい。Okay? Alright. Alright, see you there, 7:30. Alright. So they've asked me to go to the izakaya at 7:30. So we're gonna go there and check it out. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Actually, we were I think we're on the same ferry. And I said to you guys, if you are on the ferry, always say hi to people and always be kind. Yeah. So they are going to join. I'm going to join them for a drink. That's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah. So it does not look like, guys, that we're going to get a really nice sunset, and I will be back. Alan, I'm pretty fine with walking. Actually, my hotel is in the opposite direction. I'm staying on the other side of a tunnel, and it's kind of like a last moment reservation kind of place, but it's still the hotel that I'm staying at. I'm going to do a live stream on the hotel, and I can tell you a little bit about it. I don't want to ruin the story too much, but that hotel was the first hotel on the island, and when NHK came here 50 years ago, when the island was returned to Japan from the United States, there was no place to stay. So it might even be before that, and NHK was like, what do we do? And then the locals said, well, you can stay here, and they made a hotel out of this place. That was the first hotel, and that's where I'm staying. That was somebody had canceled, and that's the only reason that I have a place at all. You have to make reservations to stay here like a month in advance, especially during this season. I had no idea about this, so that's why I don't have a motorbike. But you know, if you keep at it, things eventually break your way, and so far I've been pretty lucky with accommodations and meeting people. But that's the way it goes, you know. Even though you don't plan things properly, you still got to go, and somehow it just works out being out there. It's like the hitchhiking thing, right? Whenever you're out there, stuff just happens. Just like with the live stream, when you live stream, anything can happen. You know, that's what I like about it. But I'll be fine just walking home, and I could use the exercise because I had a shark burger with extra fries, which I should probably not have had. Alright guys, disappointing sunset. You get a nice view of the Pacific. If you are living in Tokyo like Alan from My Life Japan, you can I'm looking at you, Alan, right now across the ocean to you guys in Tokyo. I can see you. Just you have to squint really hard to see Japan on the other side of this. Was the shark burger any good? It was. It was. Oh, and I had a super chat from somebody who asked me about tennis courts. They have 3 tennis courts in really good condition here. So if you do want to play tennis, I highly recommend coming here. They've got 3 tennis courts that were not in use. So just a shout out to the last super chat who asked me about tennis courts here. Hey, Gavin. Whoa, watching from Patagonia, Argentina. You guys can write in for the last 30 seconds where you're watching this from. It's always cool to know how global our audience is. everyone's watching from different continents. It feels like I'm on a different continent right now. Like I'm not even in Asia. This is like somewhere between the US and Japan in a way, because this used to be San Francisco. like 50 years ago, this was considered San Francisco. Had a California zip code, and now it's part of Japan. Sydney, Delaware. Look at that, Sweden, California. This is crazy. Tennessee, Philippines, Australia. Look at that. I'm looking in all your direction. Yeah, I know. The professor writes in, yeah, this was considered California, and a lot of the possessions after World War II were given to the authority of San Francisco. And I'm learning about this history now. It's pretty interesting to see a 966 zip code. You know, if it was 90210, we would know that's Beverly Hills, but it's a 966, so that's up there in San Francisco. So it's kind of cool to learn about this history, and there's nothing on the internet about this history because it's from the 1940s and 50s, right? So I'm learning this from the old-timer locals here, and this is important to preserve this kind of history, I think, to get this, because I never knew about this. I don't think a lot of people in Japan knew about this. I'm going to pan down now to the water, and it's getting too dark to live stream almost. It's going to be pretty fun getting back. Hey, from Mexico. All right, I'm turning this. We didn't even get any color out of this sunset. Very disappointing sunset. All right, I'm turning it off. Got the GH5. All right. So I got my setup here. Got different lenses. I have a clipboard for interviews, maps, and this is my live streaming one. And I forgot water, but I brought a grapefruit from the supermarket. It was the last grapefruit. Yeah. This is what's in my bag. Without this, you know, I got Google Maps, which is pretty good, but it's good to have a map. Hey guys, thanks for the super chats for dinner. I appreciate that. They will go to use. Why San Francisco instead of Hawaii or Guam? I really don't know. I think that back then, I think Hawaii was just a state. Arizona became a state in, I think it was 1947, and then Hawaii in 1949 or something. I think they're pretty new states, right? So at that time, administrative centers were mostly in California, I believe. So it wasn't Hawaii, and Guam was a possession, just like this was. So back then, historically, now Guam is more of a set one. This is not going to go. Guam's not going to be returned to any other country, but this one was returned to Japan, as well as several other islands that were in the possessed by the United States after World War II. I don't want to tell you guys all of the stories. I want to save that for when I do the live stream at the hotel tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow's live stream. And maybe I'll do more than one, depending on if I can find some interesting topics. But this island's history is just really fascinating. And if you're American, you can find a lot of traces of not just the before the American occupation, when they have a lot of World War II guns pointed at the planes flying. Like from this point, like there'd be U.S. planes flying towards Japan, and then there are guns here, turrets, to shoot them down still on this island. And this kind of history, although it's ancient and we don't have those feelings anymore, it's neat to see what was left over, what was World War II on this island. And again, Iwo Jima and Iwo To, which is famous from the Clint Eastwood movie and from the battle. The Americans, we still call it Iwo Jima, but it's Iwo To actually, Iwo To. That island is part of this island's administration from Ogasawara, and they have has a Tokyo zip code now, but it used to be America. And it's pretty neat to see that history today. Yeah, for me anyways. And it's good to preserve it while people who were alive during World War II are still here. You know, we want to preserve what our grandfathers went through when they were younger. And now in the age of the internet, this kind of stuff is harder to find. And it's my duty as a YouTuber in Japan to document as much as I can for everybody. That's what I have to give to society, because I'm not really good to anything else. I make a big mess, and my wife's always angry at that. I'm doing better though. I'm cleaning up more. It's different when you live with somebody. The first 3 months are like a grace period. Anyone who's married knows. we do a pretty good job. Nobody gets really angry. We just kind of tease each other. For now, I'm releasing the GH5. Wife should get used to you. You know, Professor, we get used to each other. That's the way way it rolls. You know why? Because sometimes I thought I was doing a time lapse, but the sunset's disappointing. You know, I thought that like the reason why I don't get angry is because sometimes I'm completely wrong and she's right, and there were times when I got angry when I was wrong, and I learned my lesson a long time ago. So like, look, don't get angry because I might not be right, and sometimes I'm not. So when I'm not right, there's no reason to get angry and just kind of play cool, and in the end we both win. I don't know, I just don't get angry anymore. I haven't gotten angry, I don't know, since like my 20s. Back then, you know, people got angry. I get angry a lot more. I don't get angry anymore. Like there's no sunset, I could be angry. Instead, I'll just go drink with those dudes. Right. I'm not really worth, hold on a second, guys. I'm not really worth, you know, taking advice from. I don't know what I'm doing half the time. You know, experience, you just go out there, you do it, and stuff happens, you know. That's what I've been telling people. You don't really know what path you're going on, but if you just go on any path, another path will find you. And that's what I tell when people ask me. A lot of people are like, "What? I don't know what to do with my life," and I just say, "Do something." And then when you do that, you'll find something else, right? If you do nothing, you'll find nothing. It's as simple as that. So that's why I came out to Ogasawara without any plans, because I knew if I just come out, I might find something interesting, another story to tell. And that's what I did.
Are you a producer of only Japan?
Yeah, only in Japan.
I'm kind of fun.
Oh, hello.
Yes, hello.
What's your name?
Kengo.
Kengo. Nice to meet you, Kengo.
So you're here in Ogasawara?
Yeah, in Ogasawara. I'm trying to do time lapse, but it's not a good sunset today.
Sure.
Yeah. Wow, where are you from, Kengo?
Just Tochigi, Nikko.
Ah, Nikko, yeah. I used to live in Utsunomiya.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Not now, but
I used to.
18 years ago. Izumicho.
Izumicho.
Do you know? It's not a good area.
Yeah.
It's alright area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long are you gonna stay here?
I'm here till the 12th.
12 days.
Yeah, until
Wow.
the 12th.
Until 12.
Yeah, and then I go back on the ferry back to Tokyo. No, not Kengo Kuma. I'm actually live haishin too.
Yeah. I checked yours.
Yeah, they said, "Are you Kengo Kuma?" I said, "No." Kengo Kuma is designer of a stadium, the Olympic Stadium.
No.
No, that's not Kengo Kuma. Yeah, you can say hi if you want. Hello.
Hi. My friends watch this.
Oh, really?
Probably.
Oh, wonderful.
It's a bit embarrassing.
There's Kengo. Sorry, that's not Kengo. He's anonymous. Yeah, it's beautiful. How long are you here for?
Just I came here just yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Just,
Same boat.
yes.
Ah.
I saw you maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. It's in the tripod. So,
I was trying to.
yes.
I'll try to film the boat going back. I was too tired. Yeah.
So maybe you upload the video of this place.
Yeah, probably. So you guys are watching. I'll probably upload this video end of this month.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it should be good. I'm trying to make 3 episodes, but I can't tell everybody what it is because people sometimes steal my ideas. Although this is hard to hide. Do you scuba dive?
No, just snorkeling.
Snorkeling? Yeah, I'm gonna go to see the dolphins on the 5th. Itsuka.
Waves.
Yeah. And then
The waves. It's not very.
I hope so too. After the typhoon, usually it's clear.
Yeah.
So hopefully tomorrow I'll come back here and it'll be better. The typhoon is just kind of leaving, so yeah, that's one reason why we still have some clouds. The typhoon rolled through here, but it's still kind of, the effect is around. Then some high pressure systems come in and clear it out. There's a light down there. Yeah, something's flashing. You see it? Maybe it's someone in trouble. Tasukete! Help! Yeah. All right.
Okay, so enjoy
Alright.
your stay.
All right. Thank you, Kengo.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Bye bye to you guys too. It's getting dark. It's really. Seriously. It's dark going down. There's no light. And you remember? Do you remember when I was? Do you remember there were lots of people here? Because I'm talking to you, there's nobody here now. Kengo was the last one. This is scary. All right, will you guys walk with me a little bit at least? I don't wanna walk alone because this could be some zombies or something. I have a very vivid imagination that just is not good for this kind of stuff. So goodbye to the view. Okay, nice. Okay. I have a very vivid imagination of getting attacked by zombies, and any sound might be a ghost or stuff like this. Why am I talking about it now? Literally, look at this. This parking lot was filled with cars, and you can't even see it anymore. There's nothing here. I gotta walk 1.2 kilometers down. Wait, is it this way or this way? Oh my gosh. This is gonna be bad. I know, and there's lots of ghosts here. I don't even have a light. All right, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm getting kind of worried. Hold on, turn it around here. I'm gonna get kind of worried. It's pretty dark down there, so I'm just gonna book and go fast. So I'm gonna give you the last 20 seconds of me screaming down the mountain with the wind noise and the rustling of the trees before it gets even too dark. If I book, maybe I can make it with a slight amount of sunlight. So I'll see you in another live stream, probably tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Click that like button if you like it, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Woo! No RIP, don't say that. Keep it clean out there. We'll be okay. It's a straight shot downhill, right? Just stay quiet and nothing will happen to you. Bye.